Hey, Jerry, Execute Fitness, and today on the Second Chance show episode, today we have Carla. Carla, she's doing amazing. She already lost 3 kilograms. She switched her mindset. She's doing really, really well. And she went from 25% to 23%. Now she wants to hit the 20% mark. So, Carla, I want you to tell everybody, how was your life before the program and how is your life now? I want to see what is the biggest takeaway for you.
Well, for sure, this program changed my life in terms of activity. I'm going to fitness at least 3 times per week, and cardio 1 or 2 times per week. So before the program, I was going to fitness, but actually without any motivation. So it was good for me because I had a kind of motivation, a kind of goal to go there, and every week checking what's going on in the program, and it was a good motivation. And now 3 kilos seems not a lot, but actually I feel much better in my clothes and more confident, and actually I'm doing a lot of sport and I'm feeling much healthy.
Excellent.
Like I have a lot of information. At the beginning was a lot of information, but now that when I'm cooking, when I'm going to supermarket or something like this, I'm like really aware what I have to, what I don't have to. I think that maybe before for me was not really important.
Good. Yeah, it's important. I feel like it's important to create awareness in people. That's what the fitness industry lack, really, because it's always about giving you something to follow. And it really takes off the power directly from you, because as we were talking about before this testimonial, you were telling me that you're not one of those kind of people that you can actually follow a diet, right? So it's really about you finding something that works for you. So by you understanding awareness, knowing what to buy, knowing what the plates should look like, and knowing what you should be putting in the plates, then and obviously it creates not only it creates more time for you, but it also creates less stress, which is very important. So I wanted to ask you, you told me that obviously you had like a job that sometimes you work at night, if I'm not mistaken, correct? So how easy was to implement this? Because it seems like many people has issue thinking that, the time is everybody has 24 hours, but for some people it's difficult because they have to work at night. So how did you implement this program? Did you find a way, obviously because you lost, but how well did you implement it?
Well, the first week is so easy because you are so motivated.
Yeah.
And when you are so motivated, you find the time. Yeah. For sure, second week is a bit more difficult, and third week is a bit more difficult, but in the third week, when your motivation maybe is going a bit down, you have to measure yourself, and then it's like, it's working. So
yeah.
And actually, some of the videos you share in that platform, you always have an hour for doing a bit HIIT training, if you like. So I'm working, and sometimes working with difficult schedules, but if in the group there are mothers with children, I mean, they are really busy or busier than me. Yeah. And if you like, if you have this push, this really motivation to change something, you find.
Yeah. It's what we were talking about before. Like when people say you have no time, usually because you don't enjoy it, or because you don't see results, right? Because if you see results, you're gonna be very motivated to continue. And that's the problem with dieting in general, or with programs, because the first 3-4 weeks is always like the motivation is really high because you put very small effort and you get a lot of results. Has your body accustomed, the effort is always going to be more, and the results going to always tend to be that you have to do a little bit extra. So the strong mindset we try to build with this is really about not only obviously about getting you those 6 kilo down that you want. It's really about making sure that you switch your mindset and you say, okay, I don't do this because I need, I mean, I don't do this because I want that only. I do this because I need to be healthy. And by being healthy and make it a lifestyle, then obviously it creates this result. I wanted to ask you, so what were you skeptical about before starting the challenge? There is a lot of people that always have us skeptical about stuff online, maybe working, not working, maybe being real or scams. So what were you skeptical about?
Yeah, maybe about the distance.
Mm-hmm.
But and about the Facebook group, if I'm honest, I thought, okay, we're gonna be in contact, but at the end we don't know each other. But after days and posting and checking every day what's going on, yeah, it's like the feeling that it's a kind of group,
It's
a kind of team.
It's a feeling of a community, right? Even though like some are from Zurich, some are from Bern, like there is kind of like a community because like you're all in the same space. You're all in the same, mostly weight loss. Some of them, they want to be a little bit with the muscles, such as yourself, but it's going to be similar struggle with motivation, and that's actually the idea. Good. So what helped you the most? Was it the group? Was it the information for you all together maybe?
Actually, maybe the group is really make it social and it is nice. It was nice for me. I met a girl who's living around me, and we didn't met yet.
That's good. I'm glad to hear. Amazing. Yeah, that's what I would like to create. I want to create a group that you are similar cities. Sometimes we are close. You can actually go hike together. You can go in a social gathering together, because there is always this idea of an environment that will create results. Like if you hang out with people that eat McDonald's all day,
exactly.
Sooner or later, you're gonna give in. Like you say, no, I cannot do it, but one day you're gonna get something, right? When you hang out with people that say, we need to be healthy, we need to go hiking, the environment is very powerful. So this is the actual idea. Mm-hmm. Good, excellent. So lastly, I wanted to ask you, what would you say to people that are maybe thinking about joining? And obviously you are continuing, so I'm glad you like the program. So what would you say to people that are thinking about whether or not I should start?
Well, for the people who never had contact with fitness or nutrition or this, that's like big open to anyone. I don't know. It's a lot of information, really useful. Mm-hmm. For sure, you have to learn, or you have to watch all of the videos and read and take your time to understand and to. Mm-hmm. But when you have these concepts and you can use them in your real life, I think it's really powerful.
Yeah.
If you already have some knowledge in fitness and nutrition, but you don't get the way to get in your dream body, then it's nice, because what was really useful for me is the structure of the weeks. Mm-hmm. The way you get the information, the way you go through the weeks, and the training is day one. So I like this planning, you know what I mean? And then checking with you, and then connecting with other women with the same goal. Everything together, I think, is what makes it working.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Thank you for the amazing explanation of that. People are going to finally understand what they want to hear, because they always want to hear what is in there, what is included. It's like, you don't need to know what includes. Like, you need to know it's going to take your results, because like, as you see, like people don't get it. It's like, it's this concept about like, you need to really switch your mind. Like if you tried everything that you can try and you didn't get results, most likely because there is not this feedback interact. The thing is making really successful is because it's a reactive approach, meaning like I give information, you take action, whatever the information might be for your lifestyle, you get back at me and I adjust. I say, yes, this is gonna work for you. No, we adjusting, right? Like you said, oh, I cannot do diet. Okay, good. Let's start by the very simple plate. That's it. Like, everybody has a different learning style, but what's going to make it successful is for you to take action, to come back, and to adjust. This is what makes people successful. Thank you so much, Carla, for giving some light into this. And I'm really glad and I'm really proud of what you've done so far. and we'll be in touch soon.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mhm.